Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's cold outside, it's November, and all my succulent plants are inside. They're not in the greenhouse like I was hoping it's gonna happen this winter. So I tried to utilize space all around the house, by the windows, built some window shelves on the window sills. And today I was thinking to give you a tour of plants that are on two of my windows here in the guest room, and also egress window downstairs in the plant room. I will also do a quick unboxing of Lithops and show you how they're doing. I think that's gonna be it for today. Oh yeah, I might repot some of the Crassulas because I think I'm gonna place them on a natural light in the window instead of keeping them under lights, so I'll show you that too. So let me show you what I have here on this window. So this is how the window in my guest room looks like. I have shelves here. This is the outdoor trim that was left over from the construction. It's a plastic, so no worries about rotting or, you know, getting stained from water leaking. And you see it has like one of the sides, it's a bit rough, and then one that's smooth, and we just decided to use it and not throw it away. So there's two, as you can see, shelves that I can use that are, I don't know how many feet, at least 4 feet wide, and I use Velcro in the corners, as you can see, to kind of stabilize it. They seem to be okay with the current weight, and I'm going to try not to put too many plants here, but let me try by pulling out some of these plants and bringing them closer so you can see them. So first one on the left side is this Sedum that I have. I think it's called Harry something or Giant Windowsill, and I propagated it just before end of summer and beginning of fall, where I trimmed and rooted the cuttings, and seems to be doing well. It had pests when it was outside. I sprayed it. So far, not seeing stretching. I do have concern if this one is going to have to be moved. We'll see. All right. Next to it, I have this Sedum Morganianum. I used to have much bigger one years ago, and I think I made a video when a squirrel came and hung on my Sedum Morganianum and took down the leaves and multiple branches, and since then I didn't want to have it until about, was it half a year ago or so, when I purchased two small ones, and they have grown quite a bit. They have nice compact looks, so hopefully they will continue to do well for me. So this is the room that's coolest in the house, and I was trying to decide for a while what I'm going to keep here, whether I'm going to put cacti here or sedums, because I know sedums like it cooler as well. Then I also have this, I forgot the name of this plant. I think this one stayed outside a little bit too long and was kind of shocked by the cool temperatures. So it doesn't actually look the best. But I hope it's gonna be okay. And I do see some mealybugs, so this one I gotta go spray. Next, I have this beautiful Hoya, and you can watch a video where I saved this Hoya that was sold on clearance, and I sprayed it. It doesn't seem to have pests and seems to be content. I actually fertilized it end of summer when I got it. So on the next shelf, below the top one, I have this Sedum, I think it's called Pachiphyllum, and I think it's starting to deform a little bit on top, and I'm not sure if it's pests or it's actually lack of light. I don't see any pests, so I think this one might need to be moved and have trips, spend some time under lights, and then go back here, because I'm afraid it's not getting enough. Next to the sedum, I have my variegated jade. As you can see, it has grown quite a bit. It looks well. I think it actually is kind of root bound in this pot, and seems to be quite dry and hard, but I haven't repotted it yet, so we'll see what I'm gonna do with it. Next to the jade, variegated jade, I have this ceasus, and it seems very, very happy. This is a plant that I had when I was a teenager in my parents' home. My parents had a huge one, and eventually we got rid of it, but it kind of reminds me to home having this one. The last on this second shelf is my Sedum Clavatum. In the past years, it has always been in conservatory during the winter time. I divided my original pot that you may have seen beginning of spring in 3 pots of this size, and I sold 2, so it was just getting really, really big. Seems to be doing okay here. No stretching, not losing many leaves, so I think it's content, so I'm gonna probably keep it here. Because last year when I took it to conservatory, it got a lot of mealybugs. And so on this windowsill in the guest room, I have on the left side a jade, just a regular Crassula Ovata with the stone rock that I got from Arizona. Then I have one of my agaves. I had much bigger blue agave. Before end of summer I sold it because I wasn't sure where I'm gonna store it. So this is the baby of that one, and it seems to be doing really good. Then next I have a few propagation projects. I actually rooted and growing this little Monstera Adansonii. It was rooted in water and then I potted it up. Then next to it I have my propagation of my mini Monstera Rhapidophora Tetrasperma, also rooted in water. It has been in soil for like 2 weeks, no dry leaves, no yellow leaves, so I think it's getting established. Then I have a glass here that I'm not gonna move with my propagations, and then I'm gonna just show you now my big beautiful mini Monstera. Sounds kind of strange when I say my big mini Monstera. So this is a mini Monstera, but it is really large, guys. I think it's almost now starting to get tall as me. So it outgrew this pole that I made, and I have branches that are taller. I don't feel like chopping this. I like how it grows in your leaves. Seems to be really happy here. So this is the corner of the house that's facing northeast. So usually gets light really early in the morning up to noon, and then there is no more light in the afternoon. So I'm trying to keep plants here that can have some break during the winter time, not go under lights because it's cooler, and yeah, so hopefully this will work for these. I will keep you updated. So in the plant room I have this egress window, and we put these long big nails to support and hold these long trailing succulents like string of pearls and string of bananas. And I decided that this one just doesn't give me joy anymore. It is really, really long, as you can see. And I would love to have shelves here, so to be able to fit more plants. I used to keep some tall euphorbias and long trailing plants, and I would like to change that and probably pull these nails out, patch and nicely sand these wood trim, and then make shelves kind of similar to the other egress window. So I filled the holes and sanded them, and trim is ready to be painted, and I'm gonna do first coat on the shelves. So I finished 3 coats on each shelf, and we did the same installation as with the other egress window, where I had these pegs that hold shelves in the kitchen cabinets left over from the construction, and yeah, so we use those to support this wood. So guys, I've been thinking for a while to do something with these two Crassulas. They haven't been repotted for, I don't even know, 2 years, I think. So let me get this closer. So this one here, what I don't like on any Crassula when there is like dead leaves, like this one here. So I like to clean that up. Maybe when I'm repotting it, it's gonna allow me to do that. So I like to clean it well. And then I also would like to put it in a terracotta pot and possibly place it over there. As you can see, the shelves that I've been filling up with the other Crassulas. So here is a terracotta pot, and actually I watered, yesterday was my watering day, so it's quite wet. There is some white roots sticking out even at the end, but I think it actually is ready for a bigger pot. So I'm just gonna carefully clean up some of these dead leaves. I'm going to show you how different this one is that was under lights from the one that I had outside. The rosettes are much smaller. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and place it here. And then soil in these gaps, so I'm not really adding a lot of soil in this new pot, just a little bit bigger than what it was in. Alright guys, so this one is done, and I'm going to just now quickly show you how different it is from the one that I have by the window. So you can see how large these rosettes are compared to the ones that I had under lights, and it was sold like a same plant, Ivory Towers. So this is either hybrid, or it has always been smaller than this one, even when I purchased it. I don't know, but this one's definitely larger. Breviforlia I definitely have not repotted for a very long time, more than 2 years. It doesn't have really a huge root system. I did notice that. Kind of like Buddha's temple doesn't have much of a root system. So it didn't really have a need to be moved. So, alright, I'm just gonna add a little bit soil to the bottom of this pot. Actually, I have one. Maybe I should just quickly remove some of these leaves that shedded at some point. I did notice with this one that it's very fragile, kind of like Sedum and certain Sedums. It just easily loses leaves if you're not careful. Sorry for the sounds in the background. It's Kylo. As always, he has to be where I am. Now just to fill the gaps. So again, it's not a much bigger pot than what it has been in, just so it's going to be added a little bit soil on the sides and on the bottom. Okay guys, so I did lose about, I don't know, 10 leaves, which is not too bad. I'm just still figuring out if anything else needs to be cleaned here. And I think it's going to be ready. It just needs a little bit of cleaning. And yeah, there it is. I think it has a little bit more support because this is a wider pot, and hopefully it's not going to be hitting other plants as much, so not losing as many leaves. So this is going to be a really quick unboxing. I said I'm not going to get any Lithops, but these were like such a good price. They were only $1 a Lithop. So I was thinking I'll get some for conservatory and then I'll keep some. So I'll show you how they look like. I have Kira here. She's really needy at the moment. So everything that I got is in this paper here. Oh, this is so cute. There's 2 different varieties. I sort them and organize them in groups that are similar, so you can see what kind I have. So there is this variety. There is about, I think, 7 of those. Then there is these like orangish looking ones. I don't know IDs of these guys. Then these are like really cool looking, kind of orangish color. I don't know if you can see. So because of light, it's kind of harder to see here. So now everybody wants to be here. Kyle is here, Kat is here. This variety here. There is 3 of those. So guys, here I am in my plant room by the Egress window where I finished the shelves, and I wanted to show you how each of these plants that I placed here looks close up. So I have some Crassulas, Lithops, and some Aloes. So let's take a look. Alright, so I'm gonna get the first 2 pots from the top shelf. So on the top, guys, I have my bear pot that used to be under lights, a spider farmer lights for 2 years, and now I repotted it and it's on a natural light. And then I have this big string of buttons. I don't know, I feel like it has even grown more since I have shown you this one last time. It was outside, and look at the leaning because of the light. Really need to rotate it. So that one I also repotted and placed in the, I think it was repotted before end of summer. So yeah, I think you have seen it in this pot if you watch my videos. It just got bigger. So I'm gonna place that one on top and show you next one. Next 2 pots on the top shelf are my beautiful Crassula Breviforlia that I have repotted, and you have watched that. And then the cuttings that I took from my hybrid Crassula. So I had about twice as much cuttings. I gave away a lot of them. Some are at Amanda's house. And these are the rest of them that I rooted, and they're blooming. So I'm really excited about establishing another pot of one of my favorite Crassulas. On the second shelf, I have actually Lithops. So here is close up. Actually, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna drop something. So let me put them on the ground and you can see them close up. So these are the new ones that I just got. Half of the Lithops that I got I left for conservatory because I'm sure Emily will take them either for her or for the conservatory. Look at how cute these guys are. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. And my husband says you can have more Lithops. They don't grow much. They don't take much space. So I suppose if you have very little space, these are good plants. These are the ones that I have, I don't even know, more than a year. So they have split, I think, twice already. And some of them got bigger. This one was in a different pot, so I just kind of put it together with these ones. I did have like 2 or 3 that dried up. I think I always keep these on a dry side, so I did keep these alive. I think it's now almost 2 years, but they just get dried up a lot. I'm always scared to water these guys. Next, on the second shelf of this egress window, I have this giant Crassula Ivory Towers that I have made a video propagating. So here it is. This one was under lights, Spider Farmer lights, for a while, and now I'm just keeping it to natural light. I don't see any blooms. I would love to see this one blooming. Maybe it's gonna happen later this year or in spring, I don't know. And then here's close-up of my aloes. This is actually Black Gem Alvortia, but then I have Coral Fire Aloe. I forgot the name of this one. This one here is called Gator Joe. I forgot the name of this one again. The one that I saved a year ago. Breviforlia Aloe. Then this is Aloe Variegata. I don't know if I'm saying that properly. Then I have another aloe. These are not aloes. This is Gasteria. This is some kind of mix, I think. Alvortia maybe, and another Gasteria. So those are also on natural light. We'll see how they're gonna do. Last year I had them under lights, and I don't think that they cared as much because they get so dried up. So I want to see how they will do on a natural light. So guys, what I think I'm going to do with Lithops and put them under lights, because I'm afraid they're going to stretch here because they may not have enough sunlight. And then in their place, I'm going to put 2 more Crassulas, my blooming Crassula String of Buttons hybrid. Look at how cute those blooms are, guys. I love it. And then this one here that I repotted. So those 2 will probably go where the Lithops are, and that's going to be plants that's going to be in this egress window. So I think that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like and leave some comments, and see you soon in the next video.